Hey everybody, welcome back to No Stone Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Symphogear, what do we call it? AXZ.
Yes, that's what we are calling it specifically. Nobody else calls it that. Just us.
Yeah, just us, because we're cool.
Just us,
Sorry,
because we like justice.
it hasn't like completely solidified in my head yet, like GX has. Uh, but last time was Last Resort, where Maria's team fights against the alchemist snake monster, only to discover it can regenerate itself, forcing them to retreat until the alchemists call it back. Meanwhile, Hibiki's team follow a boy named Stefan Varina back to his
I'm sorry,
village.
what's his name?
Stefan Varina.
Oh, it's better than Stiffen Varina.
Stefan, which has been taken hostage by the enemy forces. Upon distracting the enemy so the Symphogear users can attack, Stefan
I mean,
gets caught by
Stefan.
a noise, forcing Chris to shoot off his leg to save him from disintegrating entirely. This decision leads to Chris getting lashed at by Stefan's sister, Sonia, who she used to be friends with until her parents' death. While Chris and the others rush to Stephen in the hospital, Maria's team faces Prelati and Calixtro as they launch a noise attack on the airport. Despite running low on Linker, the girls manage to surpass their limits thanks to Elf9's encouragement. The alchemist summoned the serpent again, but is quickly destroyed as hibiki arrives on the scene. So, that's what happened last time.
I hope Stefan becomes an alkanoid zombie. Well, like a zombie movie, right? Like, oh no, I got bit in the leg. We'll chop his leg off, right? And then sometimes it still takes effect. That
hmm
maybe see him becomes some sort of half human, half alkanoid. That would be cool.
That would be positively crazy and very amusing.
No, no,
Uh,
he'd be Doc Doom from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He'd have
oh gosh, there you go.
glowing
Yeah.
neon eyes like the alkanoids do.
But last time I said I was gonna look up who everyone was, and I got some answers as Saint Germain, Francisco Prelati, and Calixtro are all occultist and alchemist.
Yeah, I think I
Uh,
said specifically Saint Germain also appears in
mhm,
Drifters. As that's the one where historical figures that die get sent to a fantasy isekai world,
mhm.
and Saint Germain is one of the leaders that took over the empire, or helped guide the empire once Hitler formed it.
Yeah. Um, but funny note here, as a cross with our Fate viewing, Francis Prelati was an Italian cleric and alchemist who took part in the murders committed by Gilles de Rais in the 15th century.
Is that the what's it called Blue Knight?
Uh, no, Gilles de Rais is the weirdo sorcerer from that we've been seeing in our Fate
Well, much as
watch.
I appreciate you always think I'm an idiot who doesn't remember things, if you remember, Gilles de Rais had a moniker associated with him, which was something like, and I'm guessing here, Blue Knight, which is what I'm asking you.
I don't remember.
If you look up his name, it's literally the first thing that appears. It's all I'm asking for.
Well, let's go ahead and find out. Do 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 do. Gilles de Rais. Take a look at his Wikipedia directly. Yes, he was in fact a knight. So
No,
Blue Knight
what's
probably makes
I say?
sense.
What's the nickname?
Good question. Wikipedia is not big on nicknames. Earth, later convicted.
The problem here is that
Bluebeard. Bluebeard.
Bluebeard. It was Blue something. I would say the problem here is that we're doing this in reverse
hmm
of what we did when we were in Fate Zero, in that we didn't know his real name, and they called him. I think they call him Bluebeard in the show or something like that. Or
Yeah,
they
yeah.
they suggest he might be Bluebeard, and we're like, who the fuck is Bluebeard? And we looked it up and had to figure out Bluebeard is a possible nickname for Gilles de Rais. So my problem is we're coming at this in reverse.
Uh, But yeah, so just fun little bits of multiple series pointing us in the same direction as semi-historical
I do
figures.
appreciate that if you look it up on Google's arrays. The people who also ask, who was the French knight child killer? Gilles de Rais.
There you go. So we're in good company for our villains this time if they live up to their namesakes.
Yeah,
A lot of magic and a lot of
who
killing.
was the Bluebeard serial killer in France? Oh, that's weird. I clicked that. It's a different name. Henry Desire Landru. So
I
I
guess there's
guess
more than one.
the Bluebeard of Gambius.
France, you have a knight problem.
You have a you have a problem with knights who kill children and who also have the nickname Bluebeard.
it's it's if you had a nickel for every time it happened, you'd have two. I mean, it's weird to happen twice, right?
Well, the problem here is it may have happened more than twice. Too many
Mm-hmm.
knights killing children with
And have a
beards.
real Ghost in the Shell copycat killer scenario here. It's like everyone is the laughing man.
And the very specific time period where knights were around.
Mm-hmm. So that's what happened last time. We had Hibiki drop down, do their superhero pose, and they're ready to just fight everyone. Theta, what are your thoughts?
Don't have any.
You don't have any for going into the episode?
We're in the very short period of time where nothing really crazy has happened yet. I
Mhm.
mean, we were introduced as Fine as a pirate captain, and the fact that the crystalline person in the crystal
Uh-huh.
is like an astrological tool to like
Yeah,
find
yeah.
the location of things. But otherwise, it's just, hey, 3 new people. Hey, thing. It's not. We haven't been hit with a goal yet, other than I don't know, figuring out who the Illuminati is.
Aside from like the context we've had where like random countries now just have alkanoids thanks to the Illuminati, and like the various like use of kaiju and stuff. We did have like this giant snake thing heal itself by shifting to another dimension where it's not hurt.
Yeah, but at the same time, at the end of last episode, despite the fact that we're apparently jumping into this episode with it, Hibiki destroyed it. So,
Hmm. And it'll come back probably.
oh, I think we got completely destroyed last episode.
But the thing is here, we are very early in the series right now. I'm just thinking, I'm predicting here, somehow the antagonists are gonna whip something out that nobody can deal with. Hibiki's gonna get her ass kicked, and then everyone's gonna go, okay, we need to go ahead and design a new toy. I mean, just because that's just the way these shows go, right?
Yeah, way to break down the last 3 seasons. But what do you think is going to happen this season, Griff?
I think we're gonna get the werewolves.
I don't know. Don't quote me on this, Griff, but I don't think we're done with the moon yet.
Alright, well, we're gonna wait until Piccolo blows up the moon, but until then, let's go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below, join the Discord. Let me know if you know who the first person to destroy the moon was before Piccolo.
Yeah, Hibiki time.
Except I'm the main character.
というわけだ。もう無敵はどこ行ったのよ。だけど私はここにいる。そこまでだ。ハバリア光明決算。
I feel like that applied more to what I just said than anything that happened in the show.
するなら容赦はできないからな。
So I'm
You know
the
what
main character, and she says, you're looking at her. And it's like, that didn't apply to anything they said.
You know what would be very funny?
Jokes.
Yes, but what would be really funny is if they just defeat the Bavarian Illuminati right here, right now, and then the rest of the season has nothing to do with this.
I think we've made that kind of joke multiple times now. That,
Oh, yeah.
hey, whatever happening here this season, what if they just beat them and then the big bad is something else? Because I think that stems
Mhm.
from the second season, where
Yeah.
we're fighting a person and then suddenly we're fighting a monster demon in space. and it gets
Mhm.
sent to a different dimension. It's like, okay, that's why are we fighting this thing and not the other people anymore?
Right, right. We're still waiting on the craziness to happen here.
Well, it's always a build-up. It's always a build-up of, hey, shit that makes sense, and then sudden crazy factor.
Hmm. I love the really fancy flintlock there.
Yeah, you said that
And then
last
just,
time too.
hey, come on, I still like it then.
Yeah, it has very much changed after the course of one episode. However, 2 weeks of recording time. And the intro isn't really revealing anything that we haven't seen yet.
I think I have seen something I didn't see before, and that's Chris actually just using arrows instead of bullets.
But also, we haven't seen their transformations yet either.
Oh yeah, we got new stuff to go over.
And the fact that they're possibly on the moon at some point.
I'm not down for a moon fight.
Also, those two people in the background we didn't see before.
There are more. School choir time again.
That's right, everybody. Sing with your mouths perfectly wide open. Don't move them at all. Perfect. Keep doing that.
Really saving the budget here. It's fine. Hibiki never completed her homework.
Or spends time with her girlfriend.
I just love how panicked she is at it.
She chopped a mountain in half. I don't think she's gonna fail swimming.
Yeah.
Oh, did we just finish that fight?
Well, I guess we did.
I thought this was like a flashback.
フィーネの残滓シンフォギアだけどその力では人類を未来に解き放つことはできないフィーネを知っているそれに人類を解き放つってまるでリョウコさんと同じバラルの術
Ryoko, who was Fine?
まさかそれがお前たちの目的なのかカリオストロプレラーティここは引くわよヨナルデパス通りがやられたものね
Gee, I wonder which character is the fan favorite this season.
人の手に取り戻すため私たちは時間も命も費やしてきたこの歩みは誰にも止めさせやしない
Taste my rock candy.
I don't know. I think all the Bavarian Illuminati is like a very well-rounded this time, you know?
Sorry, every time we say Bavarian Illuminati, I just think of, what are those? Bavarian cream donuts?
Yes.
They've already take control of my world. Ending his soccer career.
翼さんとマリアさんが現地に残って調査を続けることになったんだ。リディアの修行式には戻るとも言ってたから、もう帰ってくるはずなんだけど。
I think Maria is the only character who hasn't actually enrolled in this school now.
Well, I think she's older than everyone else, isn't she?
I think so. Or at least she's Tsubasa's age, and Tsubasa is like a senior-ish now. I guess Maria is like too busy like doing other stuff.
Wait,
like she's like
wait.
a secret agent.
Griff, wait! Oh, never mind. Fuck it, I don't care. I thought we had one of the dolls from last season coming back. I didn't recognize it was the girl in the crystal, who turns out to be a doll too. So she's even better than the dolls from before.
Well, we got some shenanigans going on.
Yeah, she's like an astrologer or something. With her own sound effects.
A little rusty.
Of course you're a fucking person.
I wanted the helmet to stay on. It was
400
cool.
年近く経過してもサンジェルマンはサンジェルマンのままなのね。
そうよ。時は移ろうとも何も変わってないわ。
つまり今もまだ人類を支配のくびきから解き放つためとかなんとか神気臭いことを繰り返して
So basically, essentially, exactly like the dolls from
お前
last
も
season.
変わらないのね、ティキ。
I do love how they're just immediately sassing our antagonist. Like, oh yeah, your goal's stupid.
大好きなアダムがいないと私は私でいられない。
I don't see a wire connecting that phone to anything.
局長。
Anywhere.
もしかしてアダムとつながってるの？
Well, we have wireless technology.
アダムいるの？
久しぶりに聞いたよ、その声を。
やっぱりアダムだ。私だよ。アダムのためなら何でもできるティキだよ。
かしましいな、相変わらず。だけど後にしようか、積もる話は。
アダムの意見ず釣れないんだから。そんなところも好きだけどね。
申し訳ありません、局長。神
Lodge
の力の
Master?
構想実験には成功しましたが、維持にかなわず喪失してしまい
Ticket
ました。
sales for lodges have been going up all these
やはり
years.
忌々しいものだな。フィーネの忘れがたみ、シンフォギア。
義自身とも言わ
Bring
しめる
Fine back is all I'm saying.
覆す一撃。そのメカニズムの解
And
明に
technically, the main
時間を割く
characters are
必要
still
があります。
benefiting from Fine if what the villain is saying is true.
Not the same as Fine coming back.
シンフォギアをね。
了解です。カリオストロとプレラーティが先行して討伐作戦を進めています。私も急ぎ合流します。
It also fits in with a, hey, all the bad guy stuff from the first couple of seasons were actually good guy stuff in disguise.
アルカノイズ。
It'd be a real shame if we actually had the power of flight all this time. Oh wait,
攻撃の第2弾3弾と行きましょうか。出迎えの花火は
remember that time where we saved a space shuttle falling from space?
Definitely not saving the pilots.
Well, they seem to be the only two other people on the board, so I think we're fine.
Do we know what's in that briefcase right now? Or like a previous episode or anything?
They were investigating what was going on, and they're on their way home, so one would assume the product of their investigation.
Okay, so we're just gonna find out later. It's fine.
It's either that or a leg.
I feel like they definitely got a couple more details on their costume here.
Oh yeah, no, I noticed that they spent a lot of time on the side of a thong where they didn't before.
I was too focused on the mini knife.
Oh, is Maria having a linker problem? I forgot.
Yeah, all three of them like can't do a link or anything.
特別機206便反応途絶。
翼さん、マリアさんの脱出を確認。ですが、
このままでは海面に叩きつけ
How could you lose sight of the plane, but be able to tell where two human beings are falling through the air?
そうはさせないわけだ。畳みかけちゃうんだから。
Well, clearly you can hear the singing, so you know one of them's okay.
Yeah, you can control anything while you're free floating through the air. Oh, so didn't she just get hit in the foot?
Her heels are gone.
Yeah, but doesn't the Alkanoid's touch, like, connect to everything? Like, you get touched in the hand, your entire body starts to disintegrate.
Maybe they're like those heels you can like snap on and off your shoes.
尺だけど続きはサンジェルマンが合流してからね。
手厚い歓迎を受けてしまったわね。果たして連中の狙いは私たち奏者か、それとも
But what will they want a leg for?
大騒ぎしなくても大丈夫。バルベルデ政府が保有していた資料はこの通りピンシャンしてるわよ。
そうじゃなくて
Well, I mean, the government leaders did die when those other three turned them to dust.
帰国早々心配
I guess there's like more people over there than just those dudes.
安心してばかりじゃいられないのが現状だ。これを見て
Yeah, undoubtedly, they all turned good the moment their leaders died.
私たちがバルベルデ政府の秘密
Happens is my understanding.
記録した人形の映像よ。
Ah, here we go. Like months later, they finally figured out what's going
Yeah,
on.
see, she even called it the same thing.
全大戦時、ドイツは化石燃料に代替するエネルギーとして多くの生物を
Is that what the Great War was about? I don't think it
Darn
was.
you,
研究
jerky.
目的で当時の同盟
Well,
国
the Great War was the first one, right? So,
私のまとうガングニール。それにネフシュタンの鎧や雪音の一イバルもそうであったと。
I'm surprised they didn't. Nope, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm surprised they didn't go with World War II, which features the whole Babylon religion thing, the Nazi joint religion of all religions.
全てを明らかにするにはこのバルベルデ政府が
I do have to appreciate a story for once not going, by the way, the Nazis are entirely the fault of the villains we just made up.
ババリア公明結社の錬金術師が日本に潜入していることは明らかだ。くれぐれも注意を怠らないでほしい。
Of course she is. Of course.
It's cute. It's cute, don't you be grumpy like that.
I'm not being grumpy. I was the one complaining that Hibiki keeps lying to her. Remember the whole 2-week thing from season 1?
Yeah.
それで今朝の話の続きを聞かせて。うん。バルベルデでのこと話したでしょ。
Yeah, but I don't think we can get naked in public.
あれからずっと落ち込んでるみたいなんだ。なんとか元気づけてあげたいんだけど。大きなお世話だ。
その言い草はないだろう、雪音。
Hell, there are problems trying to talk behind someone's back in the same restaurant.
私たちだけでなく、皆雪音のことを心配している。
わかってる。けどほっといてくれ。私なら大丈夫だ。ステファンのことをああするしかなかっ
If
た。
I was Chris right now, I think my tactic would be,
私は
Hey
何度も
Hibiki,
同じ選択をする。
how come you talk to your girlfriend about everyone but you and your girlfriend?
正義の選択というわけか。
ああ、
正義の。
Focus on your own relationship. Leave me alone for a bit.
そういやお前、まだ夏休みの宿題を提出してないらしいな。
There you go, hit Hibiki where it hurts.
頑張るしかないわね。誕生日までに終わらせないと。
立花の誕生日は近いのか？
はい、13日です。
Ah, lucky
あと
Friday the
1週間も
13th.
ないじゃねえか。このままだと誕生日も宿題に追われて。はい、響です。
アルカノイズが現れた。市場第19区域北西 A ポイント。そこから近いはずだ。急行して
I'm
くれ。
sorry, where is that in the real world? Is that the corner of 3rd and 5th? What are we talking about here? I think the downside of the noise in that extension, the Alkanoids, is
Uh-huh.
they seem to just stand there when you summon them and don't actively do anything.
As far as like enemies go, they're just dime a dozen minions. They're not supposed to really be doing anything.
In the
They're gonna get
past,
beat up.
they used to run around and, kill people. Now they're just standing there when you round the corner, doing nothing.
These aren't the energetic alternate universe noise. Oh, we got a full triplet song. Nice.
See, they don't even actively attack anymore. They're just standing there.
ようやく到着というわけだ。
守備は
まだ誘い出したところよ。
試作に終わった機能特化型の使い時。
Oh, what crazy stuff we're gonna get here.
Yeah, it's one of those
その力。
message lock cylinder things.
あれはアルカノイズか。
新手のお出ましみたいだな。
I feel like we're doing the Power Rangers thing where we only need one monster at a time.
ギア搭載の主音機を
Oh my gosh, maybe we are going straight to Power Rangers mode.
空間を閉じてしまうアルカノイズ。
You're now fighting Jupiter.
Don't go there, the innovators are there.
バカな
攻撃が全部通らねえのか。
まさかアンチリンか。でも一体誰が。
いえ
Anti-linker.
各走者の
Already we're...
低減は見られません
Let's just put anti in front of a thing that we've done before.
They've used it before.
I don't remember ever using anti-linker.
おっさんどうなってやがる。
I mean, who in the past would have had anti-linker other than Veers?
I was gonna say Veers.
Yeah, but he didn't use it.
そこでは
All of his
アルカノイズの位相差障壁
all of his shit got blown up all the time.
インパクトによる調律が阻害されています。
ギアの出力が下がったように思えるのはそのためです。
だったらドカンとパワーを底上げてぶち抜けば。
呪いの剣抜きどころだ。
Ah, the Goku method. All we have to do is punch them harder.
Yeah, you gotta go Super Saiyan first, see that it doesn't work before you go Super Saiyan 2.
Now, thankfully, we're still stabbing ourselves in the chests.
At least I still love this music.
My favorite part is the part where it introduces itself. They throw it out and it goes, "Translate!" 'I think the evolution from here has to go Street Fighter route. They got the
Oh, yeah.
Rage mode power up. Now they have to like oneness with self power up.
Oh, yeah, of course. They're gonna go, Ultra Instinct next.
Well, you know,
バッケンした以上
Street Fighter Ryu.
ギアの機能停
He has the out of control Berserker mode power up, and after that he gains the oneness with the universe power up.
ばかりなんて嫌ですよ。僕がリンカ
There's the whole death battle about it, Chris.
でも何か僕にも何かできるはず。
But girl, you gotta get back to your research someday.
悪空間の檻に
She has to finish making new Linker. What are you talking about?
出現した時に観測したフィールドの形状は半球。は皆さん、そこから空間の中心地点を探れますか？こちらで観測した
I don't know, I'm looking up and seeing planets. How far away is the center of the universe?
にある可能性が高いと思われます。
Yeah, just fly around the whole universe.
クリスさん、闇雲に撃っても。
歌い続けろ。ばらまいたのはマイクユニットと連動するスピーカーだ。空間内に反響する歌声をギア
A
で
thing I can do, clearly.
そうかソナーの容量で私たちの位置と
I think we clarified last season that their weapons are whatever they imagine them to be.
100万回倒れても平気
Imagine trying to sonar locate the center of the universe. Which is clearly what's happening right here. It's a super robot.
I thought it had a completely different design before it turned into, like, crab. Yo?
Like a Gurren Lagann thing.
Ah, okay, now we're getting back into the silliness.
But her stance with a sword is even saying Gurren Lagann to me. No, not Gurren Lagann, God, what's that other one from the same maker, I think? Though the clothes are the superpower, and getting naked makes you stronger. Most inappropriate place to stab him with the giant sword.
Look, it's a giant crab, it's fine.
Not a crab, it had 2 legs and 2 arms.
They're so long and spindly.
うまくいったみたいですね。
マリアさん、皆 皆さんからもらった諦めない心は
Get back to work
僕の
making
中
liquor.
にもあります。だからきっと
Oh, she's
リン
even
カ
got
を
the
完成
lab
させて
coat
みせ
on.
ます。
Better than her outfit last season.
ああ、あわよくばと思ったけれど仕方ないわね。でも目的は果たせたわ。
へえ、そんなにのんきでいいの？
キキ、アジトに残るように言ったはずよ。
だってアダムに会えるかと思って。でも怒らないで、いいことが分かっちゃったの。
何？
なんとここは私たちが神様に喧嘩売るのに具合が良さそう
Oh,
な
what a statement.
Final Fantasy statement if I ever heard one.
ぐらいにね。
Well, we know where our final battle's gonna be now.
I mean, it feels like Adam is being built up as like the big bad that's gonna appear at some point, but
Uh-huh.
at the same point, are they like Adam is versus Eve? At the same point, it's a great spot to fight God. Like, are we like Adam and Eve versus God now?
Yes. Yes, we are. I think you've got it. So, yeah, no, we're hitting the JRPG now. We're just fighting God at the end of the season. I'm down for it. Was not expecting it. Thought we'd still get the werewolves, but maybe God's a werewolf.
I mean, at some point, God does have to show up, right? The whole God not worshipping, the Fine, I'm in love with God thing. And then gotta destroy the moon to make way for God, but then it's not. It's something in the moon, actually. And somehow it aligns with the Tower of Babel.
God is just the Wizard of Oz. Don't look at the man behind this curtain.
I don't know. We're still very early into this season, and the craziness always comes like around episode 7 and higher. So
Right,
we gotta wait for it.
Yeah, we got a little hint for it, and at least the show is showing us like, hey, we're gonna have some really cool space settings here.
Occurred to me. We have a God, what's the doll's called again?
Auto scorers.
We have an auto scorer, right? That's a girl. We have a guy named Adam. If we go with the Adam and Eve motif, do you think the auto scorer is made from one of Adam's ribs?
You know, I bet so. They're gonna go ahead and do it and say like, yes, it was part of me all along.
Well, you gotta remember, this is like they're pulling from the Christian mythos, but from the outside, right? These are non-Christians, people who are, I guess, the most separated you can be from Christianity. Pulling from the Christian mythology.
It's the way that like anything foreign can be like slightly more occult or creepier, like if you're on the outside of it, right? Like it's the reason why like The Ring and like a whole bunch of like Japanese horrors like hit really well. It's because like you're unfamiliar with what's going on, so it's even more fun.
Well, I'd mean more so that there was a long period in Japan where you could be killed for worshipping Jesus, and that period extended for longer than anywhere else in the world that I'm aware of. Like, it was during like the modern ages of Christianity, where they would send missionaries to Japan, and the missionaries would be imprisoned and killed, and they would be forced to recant all their followers, and that sort of thing. And
we're a few hundred years out from there now.
Well, my point being that it's the longest that's existed in the modern world, and they have their own religions there. So I think it's the furthest you can get from Christianity while still referencing it in a mythos type of way. The same way that we would like pull from like Roman gods for like a D&D game, that sort of thing. Like, we're not associated with that, and they're dead to us, sort of thing. But at the same time, we still have the history to reference it. It feels like they're doing that for their fantasy show.
That said, I do think like the first half of this was like maybe a little bit slow, but I think I'm still happy with how everything went, just because we got some of the very silly visuals of the crew going on.
Don't shit on this show, Griff. This isn't 00. We're here to have fun.
Hey, I know. I'm
We're
just
not-
saying,
we're
like,
not
they started
critical.
out spending like so much time just like sitting around getting food. I'm just like, all right. I need the drama then if we're gonna be sitting around.
We don't have to be hypercritical about the Sailor Moon Power Rangers show.
I could be critical because I'm having fun doing it. I still enjoyed everything that happened. I'm just
Ev-
like, oh,
Everybody
we're
knows, Grip, that when you're critical of a show, that means you hate it.
that's right. If you ever question anything about something in your life, it's because of hate. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, it gives you strength.
Never criticize anything happening around you, especially not your government. But sorry, had to put one me there.
Well, I think the oddity there, Griff, is that the majority of the people that would seem to watch this channel aren't in the U.S. time zones. So you're asking them never to question governments that probably... I'm not... I'm just...
that are slightly less evil than the U.S. one. Yeah.
Sure, if that's where you want to go.
But so where I do want to go though is just like we're still like angling towards like talking about Chris and her relationships and like how she's feeling at her like recent trauma. We haven't gotten over that. We're coming back to it. The show just like is putting a pin onto it.
We never get over anything. We kind of already did a Chris backstory arc, and now we're doing another Chris backstory arc. This time
We're back where we
featuring
belong.
this time featuring Brazilian Nazis.
Oh gosh. Yeah, no, I guess the Nazis were also looking for all the cool artifacts while they were looking for all the occult stuff. Like, yeah, that just checks out. That's fine.
Well, it's more about the
fine.
Nazis that escaped to Brazil.
Ah, gosh. Well,
Because that's why we
at
were in
least
that
we won't
other
be
country.
seeing. At least we won't be seeing any more of them anytime soon, right?
I don't think so. Given that everything that we saw from that was like the extreme flashbacks. Like even when we went to like pirate times, we were still had like the modern scope, like hey, full on color and everything. But for some reason, when we went even closer back in time to the Nazis escaping to Brazil, we went with like the monochromatic thing. Like, so even though the pirates,
the 1940s is in black and white. That we just lost color for a few decades.
so even though the pirate thing was like only 400 years ago, I mean, it was 400 years ago, the 60 years ago Nazi escape was filmed even further back in time.
There you go. So, I think I got everything out I need for the day. What about you, Theta? Any more thoughts?
Well, I'm sure I'll have to pee at some point.
Alright, then, in that case, let's go ahead and wrap it up for the day. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin. That's Theta. We'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?